Greetings to each and every one of you who are listening and viewing the journey. Welcome to my journey with Paula G, where we are juggling this journey called life while walking in the gifts and the talents that God has given each and every one of us. If this is your first time on the journey, thank you so much for tuning in. We are so incredibly grateful to have you. If you are returning, we are so incredibly grateful to have you coming back to embrace the journey. Time is precious. Y'all know I always say that, right? Time is precious. It is the one thing that you cannot get back. So for you to think it not robbery to spend this 30 minutes with us is truly, truly appreciated. We'd also like to thank, we are so incredibly grateful for those who have chosen to embrace the journey through their underwriting support. And we thank our underwriters so much because without them, we would not have this platform upon which we could share so many powerful and incredible testimonies that encourage each and every one of you. And underwriting is a great way for exposure, to gain exposure for your business, for your product and your service while embracing the journey. So if you have a business, product, or service and you're looking to gain exposure and you want to support the journey, please reach out to jerryvoicelive@gmail.com or paula@paulagvoice.com. Put underwriting opportunities in the subject line and we will be sure to get back to each and every one of you. I also invite you to stay connected with me by visiting my website, paulagvoice.com, where you can find information about my book, My Journey to Lady Wisdom After Midnight. It is a journey of the transformation of who I was to who I am today. Also, I've got some inspirational and encouraging blog posts there and just a plethora, I know it's a big word, right? Plethora of other information for you to engage in. You can also follow me on social media, Paula G Voice, across all social media platforms. Please like, please share, please subscribe as we all continue to juggle this journey called life. Wow, it is time for our guests, and these ladies they have delighted me already. They have just made my day already. They're just two beautiful ladies that I'd like to introduce to you and to share a bit of their journey. First, by the way, they're coming to us all the way from Canada. I say these are worldwide conversations, right? First, we have Jennifer. And Jennifer is a mom. She's a special education teacher. She specializes in teaching young people with autism. She's a blogger and she is a self-published author. And with her today is her beautiful daughter, Emilie, who is working with her mom on cooking and self-publishing. This young lady has got it going on. And she's learning how to create streams of income while using her gifts and her talents. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the journey, Jennifer and Emilie. Hello, ladies. Did I say your first name right, Emilie? I just got a brain freeze that quick.
Yeah, it's just the French way of writing it, but yes, Emilie.
Yeah. I've lived in other parts of the world, so sometimes when I look at something, I have to think, okay, where am I? Where's this person from, and how is that pronounced? So the translation going on in my head.
It's amazing.
Yes. So both of you ladies, I want to give each of you an opportunity to share a bit of your respective journeys. So we'll start with Mom. Jennifer, tell us a bit about your journey and how you have arrived at this particular season in life, doing what it is that you are doing.
Well, thank you, first of all, for having us. This is an amazing opportunity. I have been a teacher for 22 years now. So I was born and raised in a little town that we're still in called Embrun in Ontario, Canada. And I've always wanted to become a teacher. Seeing my mother was a teacher and she really enjoyed her career as a teacher, and I wanted to do the same. I knew she was making such a difference for everyone. And I said, I want to do that. I want to touch, children's lives. And I love working with children. So I started my career in 1999. So that kind of ages me there, eh? But yeah, it's okay. I just enjoy it so much. And the last 9 years, I've been teaching children with autism. And that really, that whole passion for autism started, of course, when my daughter Emilie here was diagnosed with autism when she was almost 2 years old.
Yeah.
And at first it was a shock. It was difficult as a parent to receive, to receive news like this and to receive a diagnosis that they had even told me that Emilie might never speak and Emilie might never be able to go to a regular school. She might never be able to learn like other children. And I was devastated. I thought, my gosh, what did I do, to deserve this? And why is this happening to me? And I think when parents receive news like this, it's usually what they're thinking. And for the first little while, I was very upset and I had to change my mindset. So I did. I said, you know what, Jennifer, stop it. All of this crying or all of this being upset is not going to help Emilie. So I said, we got to stop and we got to put on our big girl pants and we got to do this. So we started in therapy and I did research and we went to conferences and we worked and I took classes and I did everything I could possibly think of to help my daughter. And everything, my mindset quickly changed when I realized that what they said to me was not going to be true. Emilie was learning at a faster pace than anyone could have imagined. We were working day and night. Even when, she was in bed at night, I would be preparing materials and cutting out little cards and printing things and, getting all kinds of work materials ready for her. And anyways, we put so much effort and the fruits of our labor it's just amazing because Emilie has turned into this beautiful young adult. You'll be able to, to hear how, what they were wrong. She can speak and very well, and she is learning and she is doing so well at school. So I think I was motivated to go into teaching children with autism because I knew I could make a difference for them like I made a difference for my own daughter. So that's a little bit about me. And when we actually realized that Emilie was able to learn and was able to do all these things, I started right away teaching her how to cook, how to take care of herself, how to do a load of laundry, how to clean the washroom,
how to do the dishes,
Of course.
Of course, you got to be able to do that because we want you to be
independent.
And that was our next big, our next big project was how do we, make her as independent as possible so that she'll be able to live a fulfilling life and live on her own one day. And she is doing great. So we are cooking together and I am teaching her about how to make streams of income and so that she'll be able to support herself later on in life.
Wow, that is such a beautiful, we talk about the show, juggling this journey called life while walking the gifts and the talents that God has given us. And I love how you said, you had a moment and rightfully so, you had a moment, but it was a mindset. It was a mindset, and I have this phrase that I always say at the end of the show about the greatest conversation that we will ever have is the one that takes place in between our ears, because it really determines the trajectory of our lives. And I want to talk a little bit more about the organization that you're a part of. But before we do that, I want to talk to Emilie a bit about that conversation that had to go on in between your ears, Emilie, as to what were some of the things that you needed to do in order to be where you are today. Can you share that with us?
So,
Like, what kind of things did you learn? Like, what
Yeah,
kind-
like like when Mom was saying she was teaching you how to cook and how to wash the dishes
yeah, and
and
even, I
all
even
these different
learned how to make my own food.
yes. So as you were learning, like can you share with us maybe something that you had to make that you enjoy making?
For example, I can make cupcakes.
So you like to make them, and what is involved in making cupcakes? Like what do you like about the flour and the sugar and the
Yeah, it's
eggs?
because of the Epicure products.
Yes, and cooking is a beautiful thing because we all have to eat at some point. So that's a great thing as well. So you have some other projects, you have some other things that you enjoy doing. Share with us a bit about what some of those things are that you enjoy.
Okay.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Oh, this is a bookmark that I made all by myself.
Oh
And
my
there's a
gosh.
picture of one of my guinea pigs on it.
And who takes all of this beautiful photography, Emily?
I took this picture.
So photography, so you take the pictures, and then when you take the pictures, you have to go through the process of being able to print them to put them on a bookmark, right?
Yeah.
Oh wow, that is huge. And why a bookmark
Oh,
as opposed to something else? Why a bookmark?
it's to
Do you like reading?
yeah, I do
Yeah,
like reading.
like yes. I
She
like reading.
really does.
Yeah. I like read and I still like a digital, I mean not a digital, a physical book. People have the Kindles and I forget what the other thing is called, which is great, but there's nothing like a physical book to hold and to read, right?
Oh, and can I show you some other stuff I made?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, and this is a postcard, and I took this picture of another one of my guinea pigs.
So you take these pictures and then you come up with these ideas of what to do with them.
Yeah.
Bookmark, postcard. What are some of the other things that you've done as well?
Oh, I made some Valentine's Day cards.
Oh, I love it. So what's your guinea pig's name?
Oh, this one's this is not one of our guinea pigs. It's
Uh-huh.
somebody else's.
Oh, that
We like to we like to take care of other. We like to babysit other people's guinea pigs and other animals.
Yeah, it's another way of making a little bit of income. Emily babysit people's guinea pigs or rabbits. So
I
it's
love it.
fun.
Oh,
and
and
that
I also made some birthday cards.
Oh my goodness. That is beautiful, Emily.
And
That is
Emily also has published a book. So did you want to see that? Here you go, Emily.
absolutely. And tell us about the book, Emily.
And
I
yeah,
love writing with guinea pig. I love writing with guinea pigs. So tell
here's
us
the picture
just a
that I
little
took.
bit. Tell us a little bit about your book.
Oh, this is a picture. This here is a little picture that I took of one of my guinea pigs. Her name is Bear.
And what's inside this book? Let's show what's inside. So what do we do? This is an activity book for children.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Explain what we
yeah.
do.
yeah, you write. Yeah, you write. That children can write a little story
Mm-hmm.
with the help of the description of the picture. And we also have this
Yeah, so this one says, what is the guinea pig saying? So the people can write. Or the other page says, it's getting dark. What did the guinea pig do? So people can write in here. So it's a little writing book for children.
So Emilie, can you tell us how you came up with the idea of doing the book?
Uh, hmm.
How did that come about?
Yeah, it's for
Was it for teachers?
yeah, it's for teachers.
Oh,
Yeah, during the pandemic, we were thinking of ideas of how to help teachers
okay.
to do some activities from home and stuff like that. So this was also available on a website where people could download, teachers could download as well.
The information as well.
Yeah.
So Jennifer, tell us, and Emilie, we're going to come back to you in a moment because I have something else that I'd like for you to share with the audience. Jennifer, can you tell us a bit about the organization that you're a part of? You are the president of the organization that organizes activities for Francophone autism community. Did I get that correct?
Yeah, so it's the French community here in Ontario. There's a big French community where we live, and the organization is called Utsis Prescott Russell. So it is for children with autism and adults as well. So it's for children and adults with autism that speak French in the region. So we organize activities, and we have a few programs. Emilie participates in one of the programs in which the teams go into businesses and actually gain experience working at a business for an hour at a time. So it is a great experience.
So for example, I can work at for example, so last year I've worked at like the hardware store.
Yeah. And at a restaurant and stuff like that.
Yeah, and when we're done, we get to go to the dollar store to buy something for ourselves.
Wow. And what do you like at the dollar? What kinds of things have you bought for yourself at the dollar store?
Oh, I even bought some candy, some Post-it notes, all kinds of stuff.
And hopefully a toothbrush for all the candy, when you the sweets, and some toothpaste.
Oh.
She's looking at me. Oh.
Oh. Excellent, excellent. You know, Emilie, as I'm listening to you, and I know our audience members are listening or viewing, I want you to know that you are encouraging and you are inspiring those who are listening, those who are viewing, who, are faced with a challenge in life and maybe are discouraged and maybe don't, that conversation in between their ears maybe is telling them they can't do this or they can't do that. I want you to encourage someone who may look at what their challenge is as an obstacle that prevents them from moving forward. What would you say to someone in regard to overcoming a difficult situation?
It's
What would you say to someone that's having a hard time with something?
Yeah. And I know I kind of said that was a lot. After I said all that, I realized, okay, that's a lot, Paula. But yeah, Mom just said it. What would you, yeah.
Don't give up on your dreams.
Ooh. Yes.
Good, Emilie.
That's a good, I have these I call drop the mic moments. That's a drop the mic moment, Emilie. Don't give up on your dreams, to keep moving forward.
And where can people find you, Emilie, on Facebook? What's the name of your?
Oh, it's Emilie in the Autism Journey.
It's called Emilie in the Autism Journey. So I thought that was interesting, considering you were talking about a journey.
Emilie and the Autism Journey. I love that. I love that because you are juggling this journey, my dear. You are what else would you like to share with the audience? What else would you like the audience to know about Emilie?
And I also
What do you want to be when you grow up, Emily? How about
I want to be a photographer.
I like it. You're off to a great start. You are off to a great start. I tell, I tell audiences and I tell people who have dreams to write the vision. It's part of a scripture to write the vision. And basically you saying, I want to be a photographer. And now looking at, okay, what steps do I need to take for that to happen? And you started because your greeting cards, bookmark, postcards, all of those, you have started that journey. You really have. So share your social media again.
It's called Emily in the Autism Journey.
I like it. I like it. And Mom, can you share with us a bit of what you see on the horizon, what you see moving forward?
I have been floored every time Emily does something new and that I never knew she could do, and she does. I am floored. So there's nothing that's out of her reach. This little girl who was nonverbal, who was screaming all the time, who would never sleep, has now become this quite independent young lady who is just, and academically, she's performing so well. She has like a grade average of like 92%. She is just fantastic and she's really good at what she does. So there is no more, to me, there's no more obstacles in the sense where if there's going to be one, she'll figure a way around it because she has, and she can pretty much do anything that she puts her mind to.
And I got a 92% in like my highest grade was like 92% and my lowest grade was like 85%.
Yeah, she's very, I mean, nobody would have thought that. So you know what, you never know, and don't always believe what they say about, sometimes people will say that, but they can't. How can they guess? How can they know when the child is 2 years old, 3 years old, what their future brings? They do not know. Right. So don't let people tell you what you can and cannot do.
And she is now a television guest. She's on television, on the radio. These shows air on television. These shows air on radio. So you're adding that to your list of accomplishments as well. And your journey has just begun. I mean, you are a young lady. Your journey has just begun, my dear. So the sky is the limit. We have this phrase we say, with God, all things are possible. Indeed, they are. And you are a shining example of that. So continue to do what you're doing. And we look forward to seeing what's down the road for you. And perhaps maybe in a year or so, we can have you come back and you can update all of us on what you've done and how you've progressed and so forth. So thank you so much. Anything else that you'd like to share with us? I want to give you another opportunity.
Are you happy that we got to come on to this interview?
Yeah, we're really happy we came on to this interview.
Excellent. And do you feel that you had the chance to share everything that you wanted to share? Is there anything else that we need to make sure that we talk about?
I want to share my favorite epicure mix.
Thank you. I had that note. Yes.
It's very easy. All you need is some avocados and some lime juice.
And for those who don't know what an epicure is, can you share what an epicure is, please?
It's a company.
Yeah, it's a company.
You can show the catalog maybe.
And this is
so it's like a dietary type of thing.
Yeah, it's all good food. It's good food real fast. So if anybody's interested, they can message us about it or reach out. But it's all a all products that are so quick. And we found that they were excellent for Emilie because the recipes are very easy.
And they're all free.
And they're all gluten-free, and Emilie is gluten-free, so.
Thank you, Emilie, because I had that as one of my notes and my eyes just skipped over it. So thank you so much for bringing that up and triggering my memory. Mom, is there anything else that you'd like to share with us?
Oh, I think we pretty much covered everything, and thank you so much. I'm looking at all of our stuff. I think we showed everything we wanted to show.
Good. And your blog, Mom, share your blog.
Yeah, so my blog is jennifergeigel.com. And you can, all of this information is on there. There's links to, you know, Emilie's page and my page. So it's a really good place to go to find all of this. All of this information is kind of all funneled into there. So easy to find us.
All right. Thank you, ladies, so very much. You have blessed my soul. And I know those listening and viewing have been blessed as well. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect example of juggling this journey called life while walking in the gifts and the talents that God has given you. It is an example, a testimony that all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. We say that all the time. All things are possible if you have the right mindset. You believe in yourself. You all know what I close the show, the show with each and every week. It's the mindset, and these ladies really are a wonderful shining example of, with the right mindset, that anything is possible. Anything is at all is possible. I pray that you all grasp a hold of that and have been encouraged by this engaging conversation. Thank you all for tuning in, for viewing to the journey. Thank you so much to our underwriters for providing the platform, the opportunity for which we can share these incredible stories of overcoming and juggling this journey. Make sure you stay connected. My website, paulagvoice.com. Social media, Paula G Voice across all platforms. Make sure you like, you share, you subscribe, and remember that the greatest conversation you will ever have is the one that takes place in between your ears. What are you